Black coffee with a side of tea starts now only on Stunner Radio.
Hey guys, welcome back to Black Coffee with a Side of Tea. This is another awesome episode. And if you're not listening, please tune in. Please watch us live on Facebook as well as YouTube. And you can go to our Instagram page and watch the playback. So this week we always do a sister check-in. And I'm gonna bring my ladies in. Zozo and the number one stunner, Lisa Danae. Hey, ladies.
Hey, ladies.
Hey, everybody.
Sister check-in. You know, we're almost at the end of January and Black History Month, which I don't think we should have a month. We need the whole 365, just to be perfectly honest. Okay. Because we are the foundation if we want to keep it 100. We are the foundation. A lot of the trends and things that are done by other races were foundational for us.
I agree with that. But I do think we should have a month. I mean, it's great to say we should be all year, but that's not realistic. I mean,
yeah, of course.
It's great to have a month.
Too much for them to have.
Yeah, it's hard enough, for them. It's hard enough. I'm happy because I love Black History Month. It's my favorite month outside of December. Of course, I love December just because, it's the end of the year, it's the holiday season. But Black History Month is important to me because, first of all, I'm Black. Right. Secondly, I don't feel like we know enough about our history, and they try to keep our history from us.
Absolutely.
And then it's the one time where you see Black stuff everywhere. It's at the schools, it's on the jobs. They really try to, hype it up. So I'm happy about Black History Month.
Absolutely.
I love Black History Month. Yeah, I love Black History Month. I know when I was younger at church, that's where I first saw Black History Month and Black people just really embracing and celebrating and teaching the younger generation the knowledge that they had. Like, y'all don't understand. I really fell in love with doing poems. Like, I learned how to do poems in front of the audience, just speaking about Black history. It was awesome. I loved it.
Yes. Good morning,
Banana. Hey.
One thing I love about Black History Month is that we don't have to apologize for when we never should. But I think there are some times when we do apologize or we're apologetic in our behavior about celebrating our people. And so during Black History Month, we just, we go all out. We celebrate our people.
That's
which
right.
I think we should do. Now I'm agreeing with the 365. I think we should do that all the time. But, it's human nature. You never really miss somebody till they're gone. You never really celebrate people till they're not here no more. So that's unfortunate. But I hope that we all embrace Black History Month. And I also want to say this for the sister check-in. Our sister that we all claim. I know I claim her, Regina King. I don't know how it must feel right now to be in her shoes. But, I just been praying for her and sending all the positive vibes and love that I can in the loss of her son. Because, any of us who ever been a single parent, especially of a boy,
right,
it's a different kind of love. And we all boy moms on this show, so it's a different kind of love.
You don't know what that love is until you have a son. Like, you don't understand what that is.
Yes, it is.
To lose a child, that's very hard. That has to be very hard.
It has to be devastating. For me, because I knew her, I knew of her. I ain't gonna say I knew her, but you feel like you know these people. I knew
Right.
of her since 227 days. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was
Absolutely.
always like my friend in my head, and seeing him at all the award shows with her, it's just like
Right.
something that I would do as a boy
Yeah.
mom, and we watched him grow up with her. So I mean, it's just devastating that she's going through this. But one good thing is that everybody loves her,
Right.
and so
Yeah.
hopefully she has the support that she needs. But my heart just really, really goes out to her. My heart been heavy ever since I seen the news of his
Yeah.
death. It didn't matter
Yeah.
to me how he died. It's a
That's
It
death.
was still a loss.
Yeah.
It's still a loss.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that.
But
When I saw it, I was like, oh my God. It like you, it hurt my heart because I was like, it could be anybody. Any mom when we were going through all the police brutality in the losing our black boys. We've experienced that with each mother. So it's the
Yeah.
same gut punch that she's going through when you're a boy mom. It takes you out. And it's hard to it's gonna always be a void that can never be replaced.
yeah, she absolutely will never be the same.
I'm a testament to that. Yeah, I'm definitely a testament to that. You're never the same when you lose somebody that's extremely your heart, your
Close.
soul, and that close to you. Your mental space is different. How you move is different. How you show up is completely different. So
Yeah. And just think about, this person came out your body. You know what I'm saying? This
absolutely,
person, you
yeah,
Right.
know everything about this person. You've
Right.
known them their whole life. You knew them before they knew who they were. So I
exactly,
mean, it's
You
it's
watch this
hard. It's
person
hard.
grow before your eyes.
right,
Yeah.
right,
And we
absolutely,
all have hopes and dreams for our kids. So to have to realize that some of those things you'll never experience with them, it's hurtful. It's hurtful for me, and I'm not even experiencing it. But
Right.
just to know that somebody so beloved is experiencing that,
right.
it's unfortunate. And I hope that people will give her the space she needs to heal.
Absolutely. She definitely needs that space.
That
Allow her
support,
time.
that
Right.
support system, really. I'm sorry, T baby.
Oh
But
no,
yeah.
like we were saying the same thing. That's so important. Having a great support system that allows you to be in that vulnerable space and not judge you. That's what she needs.
Right.
Somebody that people that are not gonna judge her are gonna allow her. If she wants to scream, let her scream. Don't question it
Mm-hmm.
because everybody grieves differently.
Right.
Some of us be in silence, some of us scream, some of us want to break stuff. You just those are the ways that people grieve, and some of us don't never been taught. I can definitely attest to that. As growing up in a black household, grief was never discussed.
Yeah.
you know the stages of grief was never discussed, and so those are important. um and if she needs to go to counseling, get counseling. it's
Yeah.
it's nothing wrrong with it. I
I
I
think
can
don't think
definitely
everyone.
there's
relate to you, T baby, when you say your family never dealt with grief. For me and my family, it was quiet. We didn't really talk about it. We didn't talk about how to deal with the loss like that.
Right, absolutely didn't. You went to the funeral, you cried about losing the person, but the different stages and the different emotions that you go through was never talked about. And that's something I had to
Right.
learn at my latter age. And I didn't and
yeah.
now I truly understand it, but just allow her that space.
Yeah.
Even because we're on the outside, and as a public, just allow her space. Don't
Yeah.
bombard her. Don't,
Yeah.
say negative things. She don't need that negative energy. Keep your
Right.
negativity
Right.
to yourself, sometimes you don't have to say anything. If you don't know what to say, don't say nothing. It's
But
better to say
I think we could add that to the long list of things that we didn't talk about in Black households, and it's up to us as mothers to change that. You know, we didn't talk about nothing. We all had to get out here and learn the hard way on a lot of things. You know,
Right.
grief being one of them, but even good things, you wasn't really told how to deal with, you know, good fortune, like a big change in your life, a large sum of money. You wasn't really
Right.
taught how to deal with these things. So grief, certainly, you know, you expected to go view the body of somebody and your family that you wasn't even really that close to. And those images is hard to get out your head when you're a kid. I mean, it's just weird. But you know, I was always a vocal kid and always very independent and in control of what I wanted to do and didn't want to do. So when I was dragged along to some of these funerals and I didn't even know these people, I'd be like, no, I do not want to see a dead body. I don't care. I will take a beating. I'll take a punishment. I'm not going up there. Period.
Stubborn.
Because I already knew, like, those are the things that haunt you. You know,
Absolutely.
you don't get
That's
those
true.
things out your head. And then I don't want to remember people like that.
Right.
Right.
You know,
That's the last
person-
image that you'll have of this person.
Yeah, and and it ain't always pretty, depending on the budget. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody ain't got the budget to make them look casket sharp. Some people be looking casket dull. Or they be looking like they got on some cake makeup. And it's just like, well, who is that? Who is that?
Right.
That ain't Uncle Lil, right? Everybody lied. You know what I'm saying? So
That is very true. And then some people go over the top and do unnecessary
Mhm.
stuff. So
yes, but
that's
I
case
think
too.
it's important to break these cycles. We all know they exist. We have to break them. You know, I
Yeah.
talk to my kids very often about my final wishes. And sometimes they get mad. Mom, don't nobody want to talk about that. Yeah, but you don't know what tomorrow brings. I need you to know
Absolutely.
how much
Absolutely.
money you getting. I need you to know how to access. I need you to know what my insurance policies is. I need you to know what I want, which is a closed casket. I need you to know everything. I just want you to look at my beautiful photos. Do not look at my body.
Yeah.
I don't want that to be the last thing people see of me. That is not my wish. But a lot of people, they only talk to their kids about this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
My mom did. I can definitely tell you my mom did. Me and her had those conversations and she had them with my siblings too. She talked about that she wanted to be cremated. And I brought it to her too. I was like, I want to be cremated. I want that money to be used for something else. For my I have an only I'm a I have a, I'm a only my son is an only child. So I want him to be able to use that money for himself. You
Yeah.
know, I don't want to be spending all these gobs of money because a funeral is overly expensive.
yeah.
Cremation is probably the cheapest way you can have a service. And all you paying for is the service and you buy what you're going to put the remains in.
Yeah.
That's it. But that's the cheapest way. So like you said, having those conversations, those are hard conversations.
Yeah.
Because in their mind, they're like, well, what you talking about? Why are you talking about this
Right.
now?
Why are you telling me this now? What's
Right.
what do I need to know? Those
Right.
are always the first thoughts that run through through our heads, you know?
Right.
Because nobody ever made it plain to you or us that that's the only thing that we can be certain of. The only thing is that we all gonna die one day.
Yeah.
We can't
That's
be
right.
certain of too much else. But that one thing we can be certain of. So
Exactly.
why be afraid of it? It's a fact of life. Nobody wants to see it happen when you're young or untimely or tragic or violent. None of that. And definitely
Nope.
not by suicide. We never want to see that. But the reality of life is you got to go sometime. So, you know, I hope that more people will have these conversations so that it doesn't feel so uncomfortable. You know, and enjoy each other while we're here. Don't wait till a person is not here to say, oh, I always admired her. Girl, but you ain't say nothing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
give them their flowers while they here. Give them their flowers.
Right. So
while
you
they
took
Yes.
my words, Zoe. You took my words exactly. Give people their flowers while they're alive. Tell them how much you appreciate them. If you can't if you can't verbalize it, write it down. Send a text.
Oh, you can verbalize it. You can
They can't.
verbalize
They
all
can't.
this other.
That part, Lisa. You
You
can
can verbalize
verbalize
all
it
this other foolishness.
any other time when you need something. You can verbalize it when you
Right.
need to tell me to do it.
Okay, use your words. That's what I tell people all the time.
That's what I
Use your words, baby. I'm gonna need to
use your words.
hear your voice. Yeah, you
Well,
can
you
verbalize.
already know how some people are. How some people are. They don't always want to use their words, so that's why I say use all forms of communication. Send those flowers. Don't wait to send the flowers at the funeral. Send the flowers now.
Absolutely.
Send the flowers now. Yep. Send those flowers. Because at the funeral, after so long, those flowers die. And they're a constant reminder that the person is no longer here. So send them while they're here.
Yes.
Put that note of admiration, of appreciation, of love, of laughter, whatever that person brings to your life. Tell them now. Tell them now.
Yes, I agree with that.
Tell them now.
Well, I think this is a perfect opportunity to take a break.
Okay.
Kind of switch gears a little bit. I mean,
Right.
this feeling kind of heavy.
Right.
It's very heavy. We need a
sense over here.
Right.
Woosah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's switch gears a little bit. So we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back with the real spill. You guys do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. This show is sponsored in part by Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services, offering quality tax preparation, serving clients nationwide. For more information, visit www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you. How you want your tea, baby? Because I serve it hot and I serve it strong. It's the real spill with your girl, Lisa Dene. You ready? You ready? You ready? Now, before I go into the real spill, I must absolutely say happy birthday to the one and only queen of all media, and that is my mama, Oprah Winfrey. She's my spiritual mother, if you understand what I'm saying. So with that being said, we are going to jump into the real spill. Now, listen, you guys, I got something to say today because I was looking at something on social media and I was disturbed. You understand what I'm trying to say? My spirit was very disturbed. So let me just share this with you real quick, guys. It is Kwame Brown. Okay. He is a teammate of Dwayne Wade, and he lashed out on Dwayne Wade because his daughter, Zaya, I think that's how you say her name, honored Kobe Bryant in a jersey dress. Now, some of the things he said was very, very offensive. I was offended by it. And the reason why I was offended is because he seemed to feel like she shouldn't be honoring Kobe Bryant wearing a jersey dress. What does that have to do with me?
Exactly.
Right.
He kept saying this is a heterosexual man. Don't bring all that stuff into it by putting on a dress. Now, I was offended because I felt like, what you trying to say? A dress is a dishonor? What's wrong with a dress? You know? Right. Also, this is the very part that I want to talk about. This is the meat of my complaint. This is the meat of it. He said Dwayne Wade needs to get control of his household. That's what he said. He said he's letting his woman run stuff. Now, let me just say this. Why is it that when a black man, well, you know, any man, but especially a black man, is doing things out of character, everybody always blame the woman? They always talk about, oh, Gabrielle Union got him over there doing this, that, and the third. How is it her fault? Y'all feeling what I'm saying?
Right. I'm over here just like, what is he talking about?
I'm with you because I'm trying to figure out where they're trying to go with this, because Zion is, is transgender, correct?
Right.
Yes.
So is that more of the meat of their issue? Is what I'm.
I think that's the
thinking.
I think that's the meat of his issue. And then it is like pretty common on social media where people are blaming a lot of this on Gabrielle Union. And my thing is, first of all, she's not even the girl's biological mother. She's a
Right.
stepmother. She's coming into their life. She's showing support. Why is it that she's being blamed? I feel like what Malcolm X said about the Black woman being the most disrespected person in America.
Say
Because
that again.
as soon as a man start wilding out, who they look at? His woman. Oh, she
Right.
got him over there doing this. Oh, she got him.
People have a brain of their own.
Absolutely. And they make their own choices.
Exactly.
And if you
And
don't
I
believe
can't-
what I'm saying, if you don't believe me, like how lopsided it is, just look at the fact that as soon as Lori Harvey get with another dude, everybody, oh, she ran through. What about all the dudes that done had all these different women?
multiple women, right, and multiple babies by all of these women at the same time,
Right.
quadruplet ghetto twins. Like, it's ridiculous.
Right.
It's the disrespect that I cannot stand. And what I really hate is when other Black women get behind it and be like, oh yeah, Gabrielle got him like that. How you know? You can't even, you don't even know what's going on in your own
What's
house.
going on in their home?
Right. Everything
You
ain't
don't
on
know.
social media. And that's why it's called social media. You can portray what you want to portray on social media. You don't put everything
Mhm.
on there. You put what you want to put on there, and then it's edited to where how you like it. So let's keep it 100. You're not in that house on a day-to-day basis to see what conversations are had behind closed doors. And it's not her fault if he chooses to do something. He a grown person. Regardless of them being married, he's still an individual in that marriage.
Yes.
That's what people forget. He's an individual, and he was one before in his previous marriage. He was an individual man. And stop blaming us. We don't make
Come
them
on,
to
T
do
baby.
it. Don't blame
that's
us.
right.
It's not our fault.
You know, it's so, you know, I love T baby. She be right where she need to be, because I'll tell you what, I forgot to put my banner up, and that is the topic of the real spill today. Blame it on the Black woman. That seems to
Right.
be what everybody want to do. Blame it on a Black woman. They want to blame everything. And let's also talk about this case of the Black lady who came up murdered after meeting a man on Bumble. Now, I'm so glad Cardi B called it out, because first and foremost, y'all said in the media that it was an older white man. So of course, everybody seeing her picture was like, oh, that's what she get. She out here trying to run game, blah, blah, blah. Till we find out he older than her, but he not older. Okay, stop the madness. Stop the madness. It's always some type of tactic to bring the blame back on us.
The woman.
Absolutely.
And I don't
Absolutely.
like that. I don't like that. We have to stand up and make changes when it comes to this. My biggest desire is that Black women do not jump on this bandwagon. Stop it. Because some of the people that I've seen saying that that's what she get was Black women in comments of some of these media stories. Oh, y'all Black women out here trying to run game. Y'all hotties and y'all baddies out here trying to run game. That's what happens. Not knowing that the story was not reported correctly.
Right.
Right.
And that's why it's called media. It's always a second, it's a real story. There's a fake story, and then there's a misreported story.
Fake news.
It's three stories. Everybody know that.
Right.
It's 3 stories.
Three stories side by side.
Right. Let's keep it 100. It's always 3
9
stories.
years in the truth.
Right.
we just can't be a part of this. You know, as Black women, we have to stand up. We can't be a part of this. That's why I give so much praise and applause to Cardi B for this week calling it out for what it is. Right. The media tried to portray this girl like she was just some gold digging young woman meeting an older white man. This man was in his 30s. How's he older? He older than her, like I said. But come on, don't play those games.
Older man.
Yeah, don't play those games. So I think it's unfortunate. And I really want us to discuss it, because I feel like maybe we don't know where this comes from. Where do y'all think it comes from? Where everybody wants to see us as a villain.
Go ahead, Zoe. Zoe has her hand
Some
up. She
people
goes.
are just really ignorant and they know not what they speak of. So they go off of what they see and hear and not what they really know or facts. And they run with it. And those are trolls on social media. And so you're saying you want to change it and you want to step forward. How do we do that when you have people like that on social media who don't care about the real facts or the truth? They go off of what they've heard and are so biased to the whole situation.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's how we change it is when you have a platform and you have a following, you use it for that. And that's why I appreciate Cardi B, because she did not have to bring that to the forefront. A lot of people didn't even know about the case.
Right.
I knew about the case because at the time I was on Bumble. And I was like, I wish a nigga would. Okay. Because if anybody gonna come up missing, it's gonna be you, sir.
Yeah.
But I was on there, so I was like, wow, this is really sad. And then looking at how beautiful and young she was, it's like, wow, this is really sad that you end up going for a date and then you end up, you're found murdered. So I don't care what color the person was. I feel bad for her family. But at the same time, since the media wanted to bring race into it, report it properly.
Right. And I don't know if you guys noticed that seems to always be a trend when it comes to African American males or females. Our stories are always never front page news, and it's always misreported. It's always misconstrued of what
a mix up in the story.
It's always a mix up in what the real truth of the story is. And it takes for either the Black mother or some Malcolm, like for example, if Malcolm X was still alive, someone like Malcolm X to bring it to the forefront, to stir up the pot in order for it to be front page news, in order for people to get knowledge of what has happened. And why does it take that if we are for our Black and brown people? We're always the last. We're always the last.
I think it don't take that. I think it used to take that before social media. Now it just takes all of us using our platform, all of us giving a care to say when something is wrong, it's wrong.
And stand on it.
Yeah, this is not right. Yeah, this is wrong. And then we can't perpetuate it ourselves either. We can't be people who post and stuff about, Lori Harvey can't keep a man, or this woman can't keep a man. Some of these men can't keep a woman either. Look at Diddy. He done been through so many women.
Hello.
But it's always about the woman can't keep a man.
Right.
And I'm tired of it.
Yeah, we're always seen as the victim. I mean, as the villain or the victim. They try to make us be a victim sometimes, and that's really not true. Or we're seen as the villain when it's okay for the man to have multiple babies with 7 to 8 baby mamas, or they have 3, like Kodak Black got 3 women pregnant at the same time. What kind of sense does that make?
First of
I
all,
can't deal with it. It's just so much, and I just can't even fathom the facts of that. Like at the same time,
I don't
understand why.
Yes,
I don't understand why.
And they think I won't want to be in that throuple. I don't want to be in that.
I don't want to be in a gang, a group of a relationship. I'm cool.
Right.
But just think about it. It's such a double standard. I mean, think about the fact all the craziness Kanye West does. If that was a female rap artist, she'd have been canceled. People would have been stopped listening to her. I mean, everybody. Girl,
look at Britney Spears. Look at Britney Spears. When she went crazy, she went off the face of earth. Kanye West.
I mean,
Yeah, I know. Maybe not.
She wipes. I mean, I have no sympathy, but I'm talking about for Black women. I'm sorry. We don't get like Megan, Nicki. They don't get the opportunity to just wild out. I mean, Megan had to beg us to believe her that she got shot.
Right.
on
And
now.
they gave her the blues.
And people was literally blaming her for talking
Right.
about it.
Yep.
Come on.
Why?
That's
That don't
ridiculous.
make sense.
Yep.
If I got shot in my foot, why are you blaming me for talking about something that happened to me?
Right.
It's gonna keep me from making my coin. Because now I have to go get surgery on my foot. My shoes have to be different now because I've had an injury on my foot.
Yep.
I make my money with my body. Like what in my rap game. And he's sitting here still talking about it was a lie. No, I believe he really was drunk or on some type of drug, and he shot her in her foot because she would do something he wanted her to do.
My thing is though the reaction. I don't like the reaction. People's immediate reaction was, "What did she do?" Come on,
Right.
Right.
It's always thrown back on us. The blame is always thrown back on us. Anytime you even say something like, you know, ain't no men, you know, I'm trying to find a man. Well, y'all need to do this and y'all need to do that. And if y'all do this better or do that better. What? When these men out here looking like Boo Boo the Fool, looking toe up from the floor up, still got plenty of, get on out of here with that. I just feel like as a Black woman, I'm sick and tired of it. And I feel like somebody got to stand up and say, we're not taking the blame. I ain't taking the blame for no man acting a fool. If he an adult, he makes his own choices.
That's right. I'm with you. Yeah.
I can only encourage you. I can only encourage you. I can't make you do anything.
That's right. At the end of the day, they make their own choice. You can encourage them, you can support them, and they'll turn around and do something completely different than what y'all had a discussion about. Right.
Exactly. Absolutely. So my word for all of y'all, stop blaming it on us. Stop it. Please. Cut it out, because it's not. And then, you know, this is a little bit off subject, and I'm going to end the segment because I get really, you know, riled up about this. This is a little bit off subject. But I will say this, as Black women, there's so much pressure and stress. There's so much judgment. There's critique. Everybody critique everything you do. You got to be really strong. And then if you're too strong, she trying to be a man. She too masculine. It's almost like you can't win. So I was watching an episode of My Killer Body with K. Michelle. And let me just tell you, I couldn't even get through the first episode. The horror,
right,
and the pain and the unnecessary suffering that so many women are going through to change their bodies. It's sad. Yeah, it's sad. You know, I feel like a lot of women feel pressure to look a certain way.
Absolutely.
They feel pressure to try to fit into the ideals of what a man wants.
Right.
And it's sad. Right. It's sad because Jessie May out here with all these stretch marks and cellulite, taking all y'all men. and not even Jessie May, Lisa Denay, baby, because ain't no shortage. Okay, ain't no shortage, and I ain't going under the knife for nobody.
I know that's right. And I feel like it comes from within. So majority of these girls that are on airplanes with their butts in the air because they just got surgery and all that stuff, majority of them, that comes from something. That stems from somewhere where they are not secure about something. And I don't know what that feels like, but I know how it feels to be hard on myself and just have certain standards for myself and to let myself down. It is very difficult to build yourself back up. It's hard, but you do have to be strong. You got to be strong-minded.
Yeah. You have to be strong, and you have to kind of understand that it's a whole lot of games being played, and you got to know what's real and what's not. You know, absolutely. Some of this stuff is just not real. A man will sit up there and act like, well, you know, if your butt was a little bigger, or, you know, if you didn't have that stomach, or boy, bye, you still will be in my face with the stomach, with the little booty, with the weave, with the lashes. You still in my face. So go on it, sit down, boo boo. I'm not biting. And if you're not in my face, bye, because you blocking a nigga that want to be in my face.
Right. Because you beat him when done all of that, and he'll change his mind, and you left by yourself.
What mind? He
Right.
had mind from the beginning. He
Right.
just talking out the side of his neck because he just, because we allow that. We allow it. But I shuts it down because I know it's not real. But my desire is for women to choose yourself, baby. Choose yourself over everybody.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not over your kids, but
over these men. Over these minds. These men.
Yeah, over the dude.
Any other adult. Choose yourself over anybody.
Always. Survival of the fittest. Self-preservation.
Self-love. I mean, self-love.
Exactly. Yeah.
Listen, if y'all want to go watch it, I couldn't get through it. But the first one I saw, this lady, she was so beautiful already. Yeah, she was a big girl, but so what, girl? You still big and you got to get half your booty removed. I mean, you should have been happy. I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm just saying, you should have been happy with what Zoe, you're making me laugh. You should have been happy with what you had.
For real.
Yeah. But it's internal. Like you said, it's the inner thing, and self-love is a daily process. You have to work on that daily. And look yourself in the mirror. Accept the parts of you that you might not like. Incorporate those in and work on those. The parts you don't like, work on them.
And really try to understand why you don't like them.
Right.
Because sometimes you don't like it just because ain't nobody else got it, or, other people don't like it. No. Yeah. You got to know why you really don't like it.
That's true. That is true. Say that again, because it might not be a valid reason.
Right. Because a lot of Black women struggle with loving our natural hair. And even though it's a natural hair craze, a lot of people doing it just because it's in, and they still don't really like their natural hair. Me personally, it hurts to comb it. So I limit my, I limit my interaction with it. I deal with it when I need to, but interacting with it hurt. I got the nappy naps. I got that Nigerian. I got that. I don't know where my people from, but I'm from the depths of Africa with this hair.
Goodbye, Lisa. The depths of Africa.
The depths of Africa. I cannot with you. I'm with you, Zoe. I'm tender-headed too. I've always been tender-headed. And people always wanted to comb my hair really hard. Like, why? Don't comb. That was one of my reasons for locking my hair. Right.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
So I will freak out because
it's hard. It's no joke.
It is a job to do natural hair.
But I don't dislike it because of the way it looks. Now, some people feel that, you don't love yourself, you don't love your hair. No, I love the way it looks. But what I don't love is the pain of the naps. When you got to take a whole leaf before you even comb through your hair, baby, it's no joke. You got the motherland. You got the motherland coming out your scalp, and that is me. Yes, Lord.
Oh, I remember the days.
I'm very tender-headed, so that is why I keep braids and keep my hair sewed in. And I love my natural hair. Don't get me wrong, it's long and beautiful, but I like protective hairstyles. I don't want to flat iron my hair every day. I don't want to do this and do that every day. I don't like to be in my own head.
Yeah, every day.
And people don't understand the time it takes too.
Yeah, it's very time consuming.
Oof.
Absolutely. Trust me, before I locked my hair, it was a 2-hour process, and just thinking about it right now takes me back because it was your whole Saturday.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I wish I can get by on 2 hours. It take way more than 2 hours for me because, my hair ain't just nappy. It's nappy and get tangled. So it's like, what in the world? So you gotta detangle it. Then you gotta try to straighten it out enough to braid it without your fingers being pricked through all the naps. It's like, I'm just saying, it's a reason. So just going back to what we were saying, examine the reasons why you're not happy with some things
Right.
about yourself. If it's a real reason like that, like for me, it's practical. It's a practical reason.
Right.
You know, it's not because other people feel like it's not pretty or I feel like it's not pretty. I like my hair, but it's just time consuming and it's practical. But I do, you know, my heart goes out to people who look themselves in the mirror and don't like it. I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Right.
I really do. And I hope that we all can get to that point of looking in the mirror and being in love, you know?
You're happy with yourself for who you are.
Yes. Just listen. I'll be like, girl, you fine.
That's your shoulders.
Right.
Don't let me turn around. I'll be like, damn, shorty.
Right. Me too. I dance in the mirror. Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Give myself
Hey.
a whole pep talk. You are beautiful.
Hello.
Yes.
Every
Yeah,
day.
girl, I got sticky notes all over my wall. I will read those out in the mirror, like just positive affirmations, just to keep myself happy and just to know who I am. Like it took me to really learn myself and learn who I am to be happy with myself.
Absolutely.
I had to search for who I am, who Zoe is. I had
Yes.
to.
Absolutely. That's definitely a part of self-development. And unfortunately, it's one of those things that some people skip. They don't find out who they are. They don't find themselves. And so
Right.
you find them trying to be little versions of everybody else, you know, because they don't know who they are. But
Impossible.
yeah, that's a blessing, Zoe. I mean, you know, that you found yourself very young. It takes some of us a little longer, you
That's
know.
true.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, I found myself young, but I got off track with other people telling me who I was. Oh, you're
Right.
this, you're that, you're this and that. And a lot of times I didn't believe. I was like, I'm not mean. Why people keep telling me I'm mean? I'm not mean. Until I actually became mean. And I was like, wow, that really wasn't me. I wasn't a mean person. So you really got to find yourself because everybody and their mama will tell you who you are
That's true.
or try to define you.
Yeah.
So you're right,
Let 'em
Zoe.
know.
It's very important. Yeah, you got to stay on your own path and know who you are.
Right.
Mhm.
But anyway, that's it for me. That's the real spill. You know, I was like on my soapbox, I was preaching because I really got upset when this man said it's Gabrielle Union's fault. I think maybe we should start blaming some of the men for things. You know, start putting the blame on them for the women wilding out.
Right.
Yep.
And speaking of that, let's talk about our girl Megan Good because she was looking good this week.
Hello. It's
Always.
real
baby.
good.
She brought
So
it to the front.
when y'all heard they were getting divorced, who did y'all automatically think was the problem? And be honest.
Be honest.
Making good. I've always thought it was making good.
See, I didn't. I thought he was the problem. Because you know why? Because it was a mismatch. Everybody could see it.
Right. You took my words. That's what I was
Okay.
going to say. It was a mismatch because if you look at Megan Good and you look at him, polar opposites. You know, they say opposites attract, but he had a list of what he did not want in a mate. And she was next to everything. He didn't want an actress. He didn't want somebody that drank and smoked. And she did all of those.
See, that's why I feel like he's the problem because you had this whole book and this whole book tour and it all rode on your relationship. I never liked that. I felt uncomfortable with that because anybody who's been married and been in a long-term marriage, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff that nobody knows but you and the person in it.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Nobody knows. So it was just too much of him doing all this preaching and writing books and all this stuff about a marriage that was very young. You know,
Absolutely.
I never felt comfortable with it.
So I did just recently watch something on YouTube where he it was a lot of back and forth in the church. So, Megan Good is an actor, and, she has these scenes and she come to church with her, cleavage and stuff like that. A lot of the ladies in the church had a problem with it. And so that had to cause some kind of dynamic. It had to cause some type of turmoil in their relationship.
That's why I feel like he's the problem, because for me, we know the black church. We know how the black church is. Exactly. So you went out there and got somebody who you knew wasn't going to fit. And then you tried to make her fit. Mm-hmm. And then you want to come on social media looking all down and depressed. Boy, bye. I don't have no sympathy for you. I don't have no sympathy for you. That's why she walking around here looking good.
Hello, hair flip. Yes.
Because I just, first of all, I've known people like him. So I'm not buying it. I've never been buying him. A lot of people can't see past facades, but that's one of my gifts. I can see past a facade.
Yeah. It always seemed, it seemed like he needed her by him. It was like he needed her, but she didn't need him. You get what I'm saying?
That's what you got from like seeing them and stuff like that.
Right. It's like he needed her.
I can see that.
She didn't need him because she was already established from the jump.
I don't really feel like I never got that vibe from them, because, a man and a woman need each other, if you get my drift. Right. We need him. But as far as image-wise, I think he would have taken anybody who had a spotlight. And I think that he picked the wrong somebody. He should have picked somebody who was already in church. There's a whole lot of lady preachers. There's a whole lot of them that want to be seen. He could have picked one of them. But you're going to go get an actress who is known as a sex symbol. She's known as being beautiful and sexy. And you think you're going to put her in front of these church ladies? It never was going to fly for me. And then I knew that if she was going to try to conform to this image, it will only last so long.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did.
Right. I am too. But a lot of people automatically looked at her as the problem. And again, I don't like that. I didn't. I automatically looked like she got her freedom, because when you think about the fact that she's married to a pastor, she can't even really, she can't smoke weed. Anyone, get a little bit of ganja. She want to have a little girls trip, and y'all get buck wild. She can't do that, because everybody gonna be putting it in his face. And I mean, who wants to live like that?
Right. And then when her roles, that she was choosing different roles, and she said that out of her mouth, she said she would always conversate with him about the role, and if it had a sex scene, and she would call him and she would check in. Well, I mean, of course, because that's her husband. Right. And he was like, make it look real.
Of course, because he's thinking about them coins.
Of course.
And see, one thing, if I don't know nothing else about pastors, I know they always thinking about them coins.
Exactly.
And the church will say amen. They're always thinking about them coins. So I'm sure he was thinking about them coins, because look, he'd been a single pastor for a while. You mean tell me it wasn't no good women in the church? Come on now, you went all the way out into the world.
I can't see him just wanting to go out into the world and all these women sitting in front of you that's already wholesome church women. You don't have to transform or change anybody or anything like that.
They already running Bible study. They already know about the word, Miss Mimi, she says she could, just would have to choose where to smoke. That's true in a sense, but it just depends. You're gonna have to be closed up in your closet.
Right. She's gonna be ducking and hiding and doing all of this. That's not
because if you smoke with somebody, they always, got their phone. They trying to get TMZ to pay them. So I got the pastor's wife out here smoking weed.
Yep.
Right.
So I didn't automatically see him as the problem. I was happy when I seen her on Instagram stunting. Okay. I loved it.
Okay, stunning. She looks beautiful. I love Megan Good. I've always loved Megan Good.
Me too. She's always been for me. Just her personality. I just love it.
I think what people don't know, it's hard being a pretty girl. I know that sounds silly, but it is. It's hard being. People dislike you, and you be like, "What? I don't even know you. Like, I didn't do nothing to you." Or if you don't speak one time, because she thinks she's pretty. No, I didn't see your ass. Or I had gas. I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything.
It could be a number of things, or you didn't hear them.
I didn't hear anything.
It could be anything. So that's why I've always liked her, because she doesn't have that over defensive way about her that a lot of pretty girls have. But you have to have it, because if you go through your life pretty, man, it's like people hate you. You know, it ain't no joke. It's not easy. She's resilient and very beautiful. Yes, she is. Yes, she is, Miss Mimi. Yeah, and I'm happy for her. I'm happy for him, because he's gonna sell another book off this.
The eye roll, it's the eye roll for me.
He gonna be all right.
Yeah. Baby.
And I'm sure he got some good missionaries. What'd you say, Zoe?
They're gonna make some money, both of them.
Yes, of course. And I'm sure he got some good missionaries that's willing to minister to him.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe he'll choose one of those.
Amen.
Yes.
Maybe he'll choose one of those. The ones he should have chose at first.
Yeah, because if he was a little darker and a little thicker, I have a ministry. I do. I have a ministry. Baby, I can make it all right.
Girl, I'm not gonna play with you today. Make it all right.
I can make it all right. I'm gifted. Anyway.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh my goodness.
Well, maybe it's a good time to take a break, and we're gonna come back with the A Side of Tea with T Baby.
Yeah.
Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is T Baby, and I'm coming to you with a side of tea that you discuss in the comfort of your home, that side of juicy tea.
Hey guys, it's T Baby, and this week we're going to talk about Cardi B and Tasha K. So make sure you have your facts straight when you are talking about these celebrities. If you don't have the research, please don't bring it, because you might be sued for money you might not even have in your bank account. So Tasha K decided that she wanted to bring up false information about Cardi B. Said that she was giving people diseases and things of that nature. If you don't have the facts, you don't have the test results. You went in the doctor's office with her. And so she sued Tasha K for $4 million. They went to court. And of course, you know, Cardi B had all her facts together. Cardi B don't play about her coin and about her character. She already know what she did and didn't do. She'll tell you point blank period, she was a stripper. She knew, everybody knew that she was a stripper. And now she is the person that's making them coins. And so Tasha K came with all these false allegations, and Cardi B went to court with all her statements, and a great lawyer. I want to know who that lawyer is. A great lawyer, and they won the case against Tasha K. Of course, Tasha K wants to come and, you know, say she wouldn't change a thing. Yes, you would, boo. Because now you got to come $4 million. I would change every line.
I'm not that familiar with the case. I want to hear the clip that you sent.
Okay. Let's play it. Let's play the clip.
I can't hear it. Hold on. Let's see if we could bring that clip back, because it's not. So who is Tasha K anyway?
So Tasha K, right? She's a blogger, who has a big YouTube following, and so every night she goes live with different celebrities. She was really on the case when the stuff came out with R. Kelly, and other different celebrities. People come to her with the tea, basically.
Okay, well, let's see if we can hear it this time.
Hit the volume.
Hit the volume on the right hand side, Lisa.
In the right corner,
right hand corner. There you go.
Conspiracy case have been extremely challenging, and yet I wouldn't change a single thing about any of it. I've learned so much. Every moment was incredibly powerful and insightful. The verdict handed down on Monday was no shock to myself, my husband, or my legal team. We are prepared, and we were prepared for this challenge from the beginning. These last 4 years fighting.
I guess I'm over her statement. I mean,
it don't seem believable to me.
It sounds like a bag of bull.
Right.
Yes. And I agree with I agree with Miss Mimi. She said that's a lot of defamation. Yeah, $4 million worth.
Yep. She made up a lot of stories about Carly B and a lot of other people. You know, people have really been coming for Tasha K in the last couple of months, talking about how she make up stories about different celebrities. And so Carly B was not having it. Yes, girl, bye. They weren't ready for the 4 million. Yes, it's a bag of bull. I wouldn't be sitting here saying I wouldn't change a thing, baby. Please.
That's I should have opened up my mouth and said that. I have so much remorse for what I have done and said, but I'm not speaking on nobody else's body and what they've done with their body because I don't know. What you do with your body to speak on that. Now, messy drama and stuff like that we can go pull receipts on. Okay, no problem. That's all, full of shade, right? But as far as personal stuff like that, no, that's too far. You went way too far on that note.
What exactly did she say?
She was saying that Carly B was giving people venereal diseases.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess the question is, how would she know? So I wonder if Pete Davidson is going to sue Kanye West because he out here saying the same stuff.
Right.
He's saying that he has a STD. I don't know.
I just think you should be careful what you say about certain people.
You choose your words wisely when you plan with certain people. Because just like Cardi B, you can't come around here saying certain things about me and don't think I'm not gonna take proper actions for that, especially when I'm on a different pedestal at this point in my life.
Right. And I'm feeling her on that because, it's bad enough when people always bringing up your past. They always talking about, I knew her when she didn't have nothing, all this and that and the third. But for somebody to make up stuff, I mean, we all have something that I'm sure we would not want broadcast on the evening news. I'm sure we all have done things that we don't want even each other to know. I mean, I'm kind of somewhat of an open book, but at the same time, all the chapters ain't in the one that's open. Okay. There's a closed book around here too. They got all
But that's true though. That's true because sometimes people tend to use certain things against you. And so me personally, I don't see myself exposing my whole hand to someone that I don't really know. You know what I mean? Like, not y'all, because I know y'all, I'm talking about somebody else, like I don't see myself exposing that to people that I'm not comfortable or familiar with.
Right. And mainly because it ain't none of their business. It's personal. And that's the reason why people have to be careful. Just because some people put their business on social media, everybody don't want all type of people up in their business. You know, some people still have boundaries about what is for you and what's not for you. You know, my personal life is for me, it's not for you.
Yep.
That's true.
So Miss Mimi says she had to save face though. Wait, what's the heck wrong with these people unless they are the doctors or the receivers of said STD? I mean, I'm agreeing. I'm in agreement. Unless I gave it to you, unless you was the doctor who treated me,
don't open up your mouth.
Don't speak on it.
Yeah,
right. Don't speak on
and that's why I said, why would you? I would be very apologetic for opening up my mouth on something that I should have never spoke on.
Yes, yes.
She didn't look apologetic at all. She was
but see, I see what I agree with Miriam. She's trying to save face because right now she's thinking about her brand, and she's thinking, well, if I, you know, act like I'm remorseful, you know, people may not listen to me anymore. People ain't listening to you no more now.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't listening to you from the beginning because I didn't know who the hell you were.
Right.
Right.
So
I stopped using her stuff when I first started doing the side of tea. I was going to her brand, to her YouTube to get the information. But then when stuff started coming out and saying she was making up stuff, I immediately backed up and stopped using any of her information, especially because now I know she makes majority of the stuff up. So I don't want to be caught in that situation because I don't have $4 million to give nobody.
Well, I think it's just a good.
They gonna come soon, everybody.
Yeah, girl. And I'm gonna say, Stunner Radio is not involved with the opinions. We're not responsible.
We're not responsible.
Listen, they got their own opinion, and I ain't getting nothing to do with that.
I didn't have that opinion at first.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know where that come from.
I think we have to be careful. And I agree with you, Miriam. She said that's why she said she learned a lot. I agree. That's why she said it, because maybe she didn't know you just can't be out here all willy-nilly talking about people.
Yep.
Maybe she didn't know that, but she know now.
Yeah, $4 million in the bank. I bet you she do.
Yeah, she know now, and she knows she ain't got it. She gonna have to figure out how to get it, make payments. You're gonna have to make payments. Exactly. These are not the ideas.
Exactly.
These are not the opinions. Okay. I'm Stunner Radio. I'm feeling with that now.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely agree
and we have to make sure we say allegedly. I'm sorry.
Allegedly
on everything. But thank you for that side of tea, baby. That was very, very interesting. I mean, before we go, did anybody else got any tea? Because I got a little bit of tea. Anybody else got a little tea? Any tea?
Got some more tea? I don't have no more tea.
I'll let you go spill your tea.
I mean, did anybody see Kelly Price go live to put the little young lady's mother on blast, Miss Savage? Because apparently Kelly Price said, I never seen R. Kelly bring no young girls on tour with him. I never seen this. I never seen that. Now, I guess the young girl mother, Miss Savage mother, said she need to tread lightly. So Kelly Price did a live. I ain't really never seen her go in like this. She was like, I don't know who you talking to, ma'am. Did you threaten me? Because I know you don't want this. This is not what you want. I know you don't want this, because it's something that come behind people threaten me. I'm like, okay, she got the voice. Kelly Price gonna make a phone call.
Kelly Price want all the smoke, okay?
Right. Baby, listen.
How do y'all feel about that though? Because sometimes I think you shouldn't address stuff. It just let it go.
Right.
When you're on a certain level.
Yeah, just sit up. Like Kelly Price said, don't come for me, basically.
So you think Kelly
I
Price
didn't
was
send
wrong
for
for
you, so don't come for me. Yeah, certain stuff you just should, every opinion is not warranted.
And I don't think you have to speak on everything.
That's right. Yeah, that's why I don't make a lot of comments on social media. I just scroll on past. but I see other people
Yeah,
coming, and
because
I'm
that
like,
wasn't directed at me. I'm
right,
sorry. Sometimes if stuff isn't directed at me, that ain't for me. And I'm gonna keep on pushing because it wasn't for me.
right.
Well, I've had situations where things were directed at me, and I still didn't address it. I was like, "Girl, bye," and "Boy, bye." You can do
Yeah,
all you
because it
want to
wasn't worth
do,
it.
but yeah, who are you anyway? Like, you're not even on my radar. So
Mhm.
I personally wouldn't have addressed it if I was Kelly. I might have made a phone call though. I might have called her directly and like, who the hell you talking to, Miss Savage? You don't even much know me. And keep my name out your mouth.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, but I don't think I would have went live with it because as fans, as you know, when you have fans on your social media, they're not trying to hear all that. What the messy ones is.
Right.
Yeah, they like
Girl,
that.
you just see Kelly Price, baby. She went live. I knew it. I know that she be trying to pretend like she ain't hood, but I knew it. I knew she was hood. You know, that's the kind of stuff that they be looking for.
But you
And
know, it also came out this week that Kelly Price's sister was plotting on her money when she had COVID. It was
What?
like, yes, because you know, a lot of people felt like she was hiding the fact she had COVID, but she explained that like when she was in the hospital, they don't let nobody come visit you.
mhm.
They
Right.
don't really let you leave your room. It's almost like you can't do nothing but sit there.
Yeah,
Right.
you're
So it's not like
isolated.
you hiding it, but what you gonna do?
Yep.
And why would I need to tell somebody that I got COVID anyway? Ain't none of their business.
Well, apparently, her sister was trying to settle her estate, get her estate in order, just in case COVID took her out.
She was
Now
Oh
that's
no.
so she was banking.
Preparing. She was preparing.
She was
yes, now
banking on it.
that's some crazy mess right there.
That's a
That's
whole
foul.
different ball game, sister girl.
That's foul.
Yeah,
That's out of
that is.
line.
But I feel like it was a blessing because now you know what you know.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know,
And
you
you
know
know,
who to.
And so going back to Kelly Price and the R. Kelly thing, I wonder if the reason why she responded like that is because of how she came about the R. Kelly situation, where she was like, I didn't see him bring in nobody and all of that. If she was getting backlash for that already, the next person that say something to me, I'm going live. And
Okay, I feel
that could
you.
have been how she just retaliated like that.
right.
Yeah, I feel you on that because you do reach a breaking point.
Mhm.
Right.
Everybody reach a breaking
Mhm.
point. Yeah, I feel you. You just get tired of people trying to tell you what to say, how to feel, just because you're a celebrity.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of people got their opinions on R. Kelly. They all ain't gonna speak on it, but a lot of people got opinions that's not popular
Yep.
Right.
about him,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and they're entitled to it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You know, so yeah, that was my tea. Well, anyway,
That was some good tea, though.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It was a lot of
That
drama
was
in
some
the
good
end
tea.
there,
'Cause
though,
I
with
did
the
not see the
sister.
Kelly Price going live because certain people, I guess, if you don't get the notifications of people you follow when they go live, then you're never going to see them when they go live. Some
right.
Right.
some notifications I have, some I don't, and the ones I do have, them need to be turned off.
I know. Some of
Girl,
mine
turn
too.
them off.
Some of mine too.
Right? Because I'll be like, I don't want to see you go live again. Thank you.
Turn them off, then you know.
Yeah, that was some good. Yeah, some people just. I would think my last statement for today is from when the real T. Don't blame a black woman for a black man's actions, because at the end of the day, we're both adults. We have our own mind, and I'm not taking the blame for him because he gonna do what he want to do. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't even write a letter, and don't tag me on social media.
Mm. Do
Please
not
don't
tag
tag
me.
me because I can't make him do what
NT
I want
thing.
him to do. Anything.
NT
At the end of
thing.
the day, I don't think it's cool that they was blaming Gabriel Union. He's a grown adult. And
Well,
don't
you know,
blame,
like I
don't
said,
blame him. Don't blame
like I
her.
said, blame it on the black woman. That's just what they try to do. But my last bit of tea is y'all got to check out the Janet Jackson documentary. It was on last night and it was so good. The next part is coming on tonight. You guys check it out. Zoe might be a little too young to remember this, but let me just say for all of us 70s and 80s babies,
Yes.
baby, when Control came out, woo! Oh, yes, baby, we was about it because you know
Yes.
I've always
Baby, yes.
felt that my whole life I want to be the one that's in control.
Yes.
You know, when it has to do with my life. So when I
Right.
heard those lyrics when she was saying, I was like, yes. I
Yes.
think I was in the 10th or 11th grade. I don't remember. But when Control came out, girl, I was learning all them steps. I was
All the
like,
moves.
Control, that
Right.
body roll.
Yes.
The roll.
Exactly. And you wanted them black jeans, the black boots, the black top. You wanted
Girl,
everything
yes.
black.
Yes, the key earring.
The
I had
key
all of that,
earring,
girl.
yes. Baby, I do
Yes.
that now. I put some extra earring on them now because of Janet Jackson.
Yes,
Baby.
it's a really good documentary. So you guys check it out. It's on Lifetime. It's on demand also if you have Lifetime on demand or if you have Sling like I do. If you still got cable, God bless your soul. But if you like everybody else, you can find it on the Fire Stick somewhere. But it's really
Absolutely.
good, guys. And the second part comes out tonight. So we'll keep you posted on that. Also, one other thing I wanted to share with y'all is that my show is going to be on hiatus. So just so you know, I'm going to put on the screen, I'm going to be on hiatus until April, y'all. So I will return. Lisa Dene Live on Stunner Radio. We return on April 1st, 2022. It's a whole new setup, a whole new set, a whole new format. Oh, I'm bringing you the new. So go on and get ready for your girl because I'm coming back in April. I know y'all have been missing me on Friday nights, but don't even much worry about it because I'm coming back with a bang. So I'll see y'all in April.
Okay.
That's a birthday month.
I know, right?
Solar
Earring season.
return.
Uh-oh.
Solar
Cut up.
return.
It's cut up time.
She's bringing the fire.
Oh, it's cut up time.
Oh, yeah, baby. We're gonna
So
bring the
what you
fire.
got?
Ladies. Okay, so I just want to focus on self-love. Everybody has to find something that is for them. Find yourself, find your niche, find something that you just adore, can't live without. Go get to know yourselves because this world is going by so fast. It's
Yes,
going by so fast. And if you don't focus in on yourself, you won't have any self-love.
absolutely.
I agree.
But I love you guys. And I'll be back with my segment soon.
All right, we cannot wait. I can't wait.
I know.
Yes.
It's a little spice it up a little bit.
Okay. Y'all look out for Ozo.
I meant to say my look today is an ode to Mary J. Blige. Y'all don't remember the My Life album? But this is
Okay, yeah, girl, you get
I
me
do.
married. Yeah.
my life. So this is my tribute to Miss
Yes.
Mary J. I love me some Mary J.
Okay.
Blige. Y'all, she been rocking it on. First of all, Mary just that came into her season, like for real.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
on Power. She got a new single out. She ready to perform
Mhm.
for at the Super Bowl. I mean, give it up for the Queen Mary J. So you know,
Yes.
I was feeling a little, Mary J-ish today. So shout out to Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Yep. Mary J. She's when I tell you she's been on it, baby. She's been on it.
Yeah,
And I love her new single. Hello,
Yeah.
Good morning, gorgeous. Yes,
Me
ma'am.
too. She still got it.
She still got
Yes.
it, baby. She still got it.
Right.
And just in case you haven't seen her documentary, it's on Prime Video.
Mm.
I mean, if you haven't seen that, you definitely got to go watch that. I
Right.
mean, it will explain to you why so many of us can relate to her because she is us. I mean, she's been through a lot of things that most people don't know that she went through.
Yep. Right.
So yeah, that's another little tidbit. But hey, that's it for today, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in with us on Black Coffee with a Side of Tea.
Yes. And we'll see you guys next week.
Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.